Come on and pack your camping gear for the same place we go every year. Oh, I can't wait to hang out with my friends, Bug bites, food fights, tanning lines. I'm gonna leave the normie world behind. To dance with cuties at the water's end. But when the sun goes down, the trees are mutating. Is my flashlight fading, or am I hallucinating? Welcome to Camp Strangewood, don't leave your cabin after 9. Your creatures for Camp Strangewood, anything can happen here. Your fantasies and primal fears at Camp Strangewood.
Hey, B, you forgot to change your name.
What?
On the screen, the names, it still says your real name.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, 1 second.
You're on mute, Heck. Remember, we're recording this.
Sorry, you mean real name. We have to use our real names now.
We have come a long way since making those friendship bracelets and arts and crafts.
When the Strangewood has reached its zenith of supernatural activity, 5 campers will finish crafting their friendship bracelets at the exact same time. They will be awakened as reincarnated souls of the original coven, sworn to play out the oldest story in Strangewood history, the Thunder Moon Ritual.
So you've been memorizing the Strangewood Nomicon.
Well, after my first reprimand, I wanted to make it up to the coven.
Well, I'm glad you're finally able to take your position as Coven Secretary seriously, Theodora.
And it was Theodora's idea to record this ritual today, too. So, can she have her blankets back now?
Depends on how today goes.
It's fine, B.
Well, for the first time, we can add a visual record to the Strangewood Nomicon, break the cycle, see what happens after the ritual.
Here. Okay. Phew. It sucks that we have to wait until everyone clears out of the showers to do the cleansing rituals.
Well, it's only effective when done in isolation.
Yeah, it's just hard to do with group showers and a camp environment.
I mean, you needed that shower after handling that chicken.
Rooster.
I mean, gross. No way I would have dug it up.
Smells pretty bad.
You could also try, thanks, Kate.
Hey, real names.
Thanks, Sybil.
Thanks, Sybil. Still gross.
The gross part was figuring out which part was the lungs. By the time I dug it up, it was all one color. But luckily, I Googled it right beforehand. So
Thanks, I hate it.
Hey, I didn't ask to be Coven Enforcer.
Yeah, Sybil's sacrifice is a part of what makes today so important. It's the Thunder Moon.
We needed lungs. I delivered.
If we work together and stay within our roles, we can succeed.
Finally, the freaks of Camp Strangewood will get what they deserve.
The end of our troubles.
Everything is coming into place, just like the book said.
Although I have to say, I feel somewhat robbed that Durden took my kill.
It is a little scary how seriously you've been taking the role of enforcer.
I'm pretty sure Durden killed that rooster on purpose.
No way.
Oh, totally. He hates all living things.
But Cluckifer Wobble Waddle was basically the camp mascot.
Do not refer to it by its name any longer. It's gone.
And to serve chicken for dinner?
I wish I could have killed that rooster myself with my bare hands.
I've never seen so many kids crying over a plate of chicken wings before.
It was like eating a friend.
Can you imagine what it would be like just to...
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Hey.
Welcome back, Gullveig.
We missed you. Now, remember, we're recording this. Look into the camera and speak clearly and enunciate, like we learned in drama class.
Why do we have to do this again?
We're preserving this for posterity. This way we can send a message to all the future covens of Camp Strangewood.
How was your trip, Gullveig?
Durden gave me some dumb lecture about being more responsible. I'm like, go away. You're 30 and working at a camp.
I think he's in college.
And why doesn't he have some unpaid internship at some nonprofit?
Sounds like someone had fun at the counseling cabin.
What did he make you do this time?
Well, it's my second strike. That means he had to call my parents, which was, let's say, not cool. Now he acts like we're best friends because he had a 10-minute conversation with my mom.
He treats everything like it's a holiday special on the Hallmark Channel.
That's because he came from some dumb Christian camp.
But, like, I am pretty sure he's in college.
I bet he studies, like, comparative literature.
What did he make you do?
This time, he wouldn't let me leave until I joined some sort of club or activity. He says I need structure. Jeff, I'm so deeply excited to see that you've committed to ceramics club. Like, bruh. If you knew the real club that I'm a part of, he wouldn't say anything. We're literally trying to save Strangewood from itself. He's going on and on about being in some dumb club.
You can't know about the coven.
The point is, he's like an old dude who spends all his time with teenagers. Gross. And he just kept talking. I was like, get the fuck out, Durden. I've got shit to do. I've got a camp to save.
Did you tell him about us?
He should be coming here soon. He said he had to get the new batch of campers ready for the counseling cabin. Like I care.
Did you tell him about us?
No. Blood oath, remember?
We're lucky your little stunt didn't cause us to miss the thunder moon. You know, I can't channel Hecate and give us the power we need without the full moon.
I know.
This is nothing to be dismissed. Humans like us have been trying to rid the camp of its toxic energy for centuries. And for you to act like this moment isn't historic is just...
I know. Hecate can only assume mortal form through you every full moon, and your powers will be amplified so it can blah, blah, blah.
It is not blah, blah, blah. I've trained my body to be a vessel to the most powerful being in the universe. She has chosen me to lead us, which is why I get to share her name in our coven. I'm the coven leader, which you all seem to forget. It has been so long. We are so close. We have all the moving pieces.
Okay.
Chill, Heck. He gets it.
Sorry, it just must be from channeling the goddess like so many times.
Hey, how did you get into the counseling cabin anyway?
He was on a mission for me to get the final ingredient for the ritual.
Hello! How are my favorite campers from Bunk of True Knowledge and Understanding? You sure did pick a long name, campers. But that's what I expect from a group of such bright 14-year-olds. Seems like all of you are lost in a lot of thought. I expect nothing less from the Bunk of True Knowledge and Understanding, right, campers? Okay, you all seem real tired, so I'll let you go. Remember, it's lights. Okay, well, your lights are already out. Computers and electronics off at 10. You're in 9th grade, so yeah, I expect you to follow the rules. Okay, you're right. Just make sure you don't wake up Counselor Dawn. Am I right? Right, Jeff? What was that? Oh, well, for a second I thought one of you actually spoke to me. Okay, well, good night.
He is so annoying.
Yeah, it's like, go back to watching VeggieTales.
Right, and now our lovely recording will preserve his mortal voice for all to hear. Ugh!
Well, he's just like us, right? Like, he's part of the people we want to save, which is why we're doing this, right? Like, to save people.
Just a normal human.
I am glad that he's not one of those awful monsters. Also, does anyone else think these rooster lungs smell?
It's because we've been soaking them.
We should get started.
Someone's eager.
I have the basic Zoom plan, so we can only record for 40 minutes. If you want to archive this ritual, we're gonna have to start.
Okay, just you're not usually this enthusiastic.
Like you said, it's a big deal for us. We get to get rid of all of those monsters in the camp. Save it for the humans.
Save it for all of us.
What we do tonight can wipe out the next generation of creatures. None of them will be strong enough to resist our magic.
Will it hurt them?
If you're asking how these monsters are going to feel after they're completely annihilated, then the answer is duh.
But some of these campers are like 10.
What? So we should wait until they're older so they can hunt us down and murder us one by one? Like those witches in the 90s?
No, I just think
They're not people. They're literal monsters. Did you forget that they fucked up my brother?
Well, you don't know that, Sybil.
One summer, he was fine. Next summer, bam, he started acting all cagey and disappearing during full moons.
Could it be just like puberty?
Whatever. Even if it wasn't, there's enough evidence of how evil the monsters are in the book. They take the teeth of children. They lure people into bodies of water and drown them. Did you even read the Strangewood Nomicon, Beatrix?
Not yet.
Oh, typical. Gullveig, as coven storyteller, remind Beatrix of the last incarnation of witches in 1999.
The Strangewood Nomicon has been passed down from coven to coven for tens of years. It was created as a way to preserve the memories of the witches of this place. And it is I, coven storyteller, who preserves the memories of our fallen kin. 1999 was the last summer that the Strangewood Coven manifested at this camp. That was the summer when 3 campers fell. 1 died under a full moon, 1 drowned, and 1 was never heard from again. It took that many unfortunate events for the greatest defense of all humankind to emerge, witches. They used the Strangewood Nomicon as a living record of how to defeat the monsters of this land. The Strangewood Nomicon is now available in PDF format to all certified witches, and thanks to the scanning skills of Theodora, we are adding digital video supplemental programming that we will upload online.
Thanks for the shout out, Gil.
The power of the witch only manifests when humans are against insurmountable odds. They gain the ability to be attuned with nature and the spiritual realm. 5 witches emerged as the last line of defense. Their goal is always the same: to destroy the soil of this land so no one of monster kind can ever return. This place has been the chosen destination for monster campers for centuries. Whenever the witches are reincarnated, the coven's secretary adds their history to the Strangewood Nomicon to help the future covens by sharing their mistakes. Except, no coven secretary has ever updated past the Thunder Moon. Until, hopefully, now. Hopefully. So, it is with the combined knowledge passed down through the written tomb that we get to be here today. The coven always shares the sacred names of the original coven to remind us all of witches past. Gullveig, Beatrix, Theodora, Sybil,
And Hecate.
Hecate was the one in charge, I bet.
Hecate, coven leader.
These are pretty old-timey names for 1999.
Theodora, coven secretary. Sybil, coven enforcer. Gullveig, coven storyteller. Beatrix.
Well, what about my role?
If you read the Strangewood Nomicon in the PDF Theodora so nicely created, you would know.
You know that reading is hard for me.
Well, sorry it didn't come in audiobook format.
Chill, Hecate. Beatrix, you are the coven heart. That's sacred.
It sounds like the equivalent of a perfect attendance award.
Continue the story, Gullveig. Since Beatrix can't read.
I don't think this is how the ancient witches would have wanted us to run a coven.
What would you even know? Your job is to just write everything down, not interpret.
And so, the Hecate from 1999 led her coven into a ritual that was supposed to envelop the entire camp in smoke. Everyone who was human would survive. Everyone who was a monster would suffocate in the cleansing clouds of the Thunder Moon.
But it didn't work.
No, obviously it didn't. It never does.
Hecate was betrayed by one of us here. Well, not us, but one of the 4 members of the coven. A hidden monster among us.
And this happens every time.
There's always a betrayer.
So it's one of us. How do we know that?
Well, the cleansing has never worked. I mean, no one else can even read the Strangewood Nomicon unless they're a witch. There has to be a betrayer. Well, that's why I decided to do what none of the other Hecates before me had the courage to do. Put us under a protection spell as a safety measure.
Ow.
It's a simple binding spell. We just can't make eye contact, which is simple enough. It's like Medusa. Reflections don't count. The only way to circumvent it is by special permission through me alone, or if you, like, ate a lock of my hair or, like, a fingernail clipping or something.
Gross.
It would have been great to know this, like, 10 minutes ago. What if I looked at someone?
We've just been practicing. We didn't actually start anything yet.
Why will this help?
You need everything spelled out, don't you?
Hecate, it's a question, a justifiable one.
Okay, the protection spell is to make sure that we can complete the ritual. That's all.
That's all?
Well, we all trust each other, right? We all want this, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
We don't have anything to worry about. Here, we've wasted enough time. Let's begin. We have to finish before the meeting timer runs out. I'll explain how everything goes. When we begin, we cannot go back. Are we clear?
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
We decided that today, during the Thunder Moon, we would make a difference. Today we will do what the witches in 1999 and all the years before failed to do. We will rid this place of all the creatures that have come to call Camp Strangewood home. These are monsters who threaten to destroy not only this place, but the whole world. We have worked towards this night for a very long time. I'm proud we've come this far. All right, I will recite the incantation spell of protection. By the powers that be, listen to me. We bring our screens and ask for the gift of protection, wisdom, strength, and honor. We say this to the power of thee, and so will it too, so will it be. All right, from this point forward, we cannot make eye contact, resist the temptation to look at each other. We can only look through the screen. It's just a safety measure for us all. So do not look at each other. Okay, this is for real now. Do you understand? Okay, we'll begin by invoking a peaceful space. In this bowl are the lungs fallen innocent. Lungs which will fill up with smoke and be cleansed. In front of me is a sacred bowl of water gathered from the deepest well on the property.
There's a well here?
This place is old as shit. Of course there's a well.
Where?
Near the stables.
We have horses?
Debatable.
Can we focus on the ritual?
The Strangewood Nomicon says so itself that in this coven, rules are secondary, and that it's a matter of dismantling the patriarchal constructs of religion.
Yes.
So, this horse discussion is important. I'm just saying from my position as the secretary, the coven secretary.
Okay, thank you for the reminder, Theodora.
There's a map of the old campgrounds from when it was a village. I don't really think the colonizers of this place knew that it would be ground would be infused with magic.
Puritans suck.
The original witches were Puritans.
The map was in Durden's bunk, so I broke in and took a picture of it.
So that's how you got into the counseling cabin.
Actually, Durden didn't catch me. I was put into the counselor's cabin because, well...
What?
It's like Hecate has been saying. Some crazy shit is going on behind closed doors here, and it's time we understood it. I was at the well, and I tried to get as much water as I could for the ritual, and next thing I know, like... It's hard to explain. I emerged, darkness, warmth. When I woke up, I was soaking wet in front of the counselor cabin. I missed lunch and attendance. I must have been out for hours. I don't remember anything. All I had was a bottle half filled with well water, and so... Weird thing was, my phone and my socks and shoes were completely dry and totally okay.
Holy shit.
This stuff is serious.
Like I said, this water is sacred. Clearly, whatever was protecting the well only gave you a little bit of its magic. Okay, I'm just glad we got enough for at least a sip for us all. We have to use it to channel our powers.
I literally just did a cleansing ritual.
Okay, I asked you to take a shower because you just dug up a dead rooster, gutted it, and I assume put it back.
I had to bury it again.
Really? Sybil? Oh, that poor soul.
Okay, the lungs have been soaking in the bowl since we got it. We each have to drink the water.
What? This is getting gross. I have a sensitive stomach.
Did you think that we could do this without some sort of sacrifice? Okay, we soak the lungs in the sacred water and we drink the water to harness the power, and it will allow us to use the healing energy around the camp. Simple! Okay? I will begin with my bowl. Then I will pass the bowl to the next person, and they will pass it on to the next person until our circle is complete. In order to invoke our strongest magic, we must give our deepest selves over to the coven. So I will be cleansed for the guilt I feel for bringing justice to the monsters among us.
Holy shit. The bowl.
No, don't wait. Remember, we're in a protection spell. We cannot make eye contact.
Did you see that though? The bowl changed, like some real magic shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you kidding me? This is like a bowl from my like childhood. Like, okay. Wow. So, today I'm cleansing myself of the hatred I feel for head counselor Durden and how he stole my rooster kill. Oh. Okay. For real, look at the bowl this time. Now see.
It changed.
I swear, I just feel like pure power flowing through me right now.
It's nice, isn't it?
Okay. Okay. Let me think. Does it have to be something relating to the cleansing, or can it be like personal?
Whatever you want to be cleansed of.
If that's the case, then well, I want to be cleansed of the guilt I feel for being the weakest one out of all of us.
Beatrix.
No. Let me finish, okay? I know that all of you seem to be more attuned to all of this, and it's taken me a while to even memorize all the proper star charts and herbs and crystals. I get that, but
contact.
Right. Yes. Okay. Come on, Beatrix. You can do this. I want to prove to all of you that I'm an essential member of this coven, that I deserve to be coven heart. Even if most of you don't even like me, I know that I serve a purpose here. So if it is possible to cleanse my insecurities, I will.
Theodora?
I want to cleanse this place of this terrible rooster smell.
Be serious.
I'm thinking.
So, were there horses though?
Okay. I want to be cleansed for what I have to do.
Care to elaborate?
She doesn't have to. I mean, right? Like, as long as it's true to her heart, then we have to take what she says at face value.
That's right.
My turn. I cleanse myself of the phone call to my parents post-well incident. It's something I'd rather forget. Forever.
Now that our coven has all been properly cleansed, we must meditate. Meditate and let the natural power and energy from the lung water flow through us. Close your eyes and connect with yourself. Connect with the world.
My stomach feels really, it's kind of hard to
Focus. Breathe.
I don't feel anything.
Shh.
Can't either.
This has to work.
Concentrate. Focus. Breathe.
This is all my fault. This is the most powerful thing we've ever tried to do, and I know that it's not working because I'm not strong enough.
No.
Sybil, stop! Like, you and Hecate have been isolating me this whole time, and you're always mean to me because I have a reading disability, and well, I probably make you feel better about all this stuff because it is scary, and I am scared all the time about it, and I feel like I can never be a normal kid again because I can't.
Well, we just need more water.
Oh, sorry, what?
But we only had enough for one bowl. We each could only take one sip. We need more water. More magic. Hey, like you said, this is powerful. I don't think we had nearly enough.
I really don't want to drink any more rooster water.
Someone has to get it.
I can't go back there. I'll get kicked out of camp, Durden said.
I'll go.
What?
I'll go. I am a valuable member of this coven, Hecate.
Well, I look forward to you proving that. I'll release you from the protection spell.
Okay.
I release you, Beatrix.
Some of this witch stuff seems so easy.
Did it work?
Yeah, probably. Definitely. Should be safe for you to go. Maybe. Yes, yeah. You'll be fine.
Okay. I'll come back with the water. You know, Hecate, I bet camp is the only time you're popular. Be right back.
But take your phone just in case.
Got it. I got it.
Wow. That was rude.
I'm pretty sure the same thing can be said about you.
So, now what?
We wait for our companion to return.
So, like, how were we supposed to do this anyway?
The ritual?
Like, yeah, we Breathe. We invoke the energy. And then what? How will we know?
Fire.
Ironic.
Wait, what?
Do you have more to add, Theodora?
Fire has been used to hunt people like us for a very long time, and now we're going to use it to hunt others? Ironic.
Theodora.
They are monsters, not others.
Well, what does that make us?
It doesn't sound like you really believe what we're trying to accomplish here.
Wait. Is that true?
What happens when a protection spell is broken?
We've been over this.
Hecate. What happens when this protection spell is disrupted?
Guaranteed destruction.
What? Can someone explain what's happening?
Please, Sybil, don't make eye contact.
Still? Why? Aren't we like on a break because Beatrix isn't here?
Unfortunately, it doesn't work as simply as that, does it?
I see you done your research.
Theodora, watch what you're saying.
Did it ever occur to you why the coven secretary never updates the log after the thunder moon?
Theodora, you said we would try it for real this time.
I'm so sick of waiting. 300 years is enough.
Excuse me, what?
We found the betrayer.
I am the liberator. Your terror ends now, Hecate.
Let me take care of this.
Absolutely not.
She's right here. I'm the enforcer. Let me do something. It's my right to finally fix everything. It was what I was meant to do.
No, Sybil. This one's mine. How are you? Why are you still here?
You've gone too far. You always do.
Theodora and Gullveig?
Hecate, please listen.
Are you really going to try to listen to talk to someone who just tried to murder us? To have a conversation?
How are you? You knew I was going to put us into a protection spell.
Yes.
You ate my hair?
Fingernails, actually.
Hecate, look, you don't have to do this. We can stop this right here. No one has to die.
No one else, you mean?
Don't you want to break the cycle? The same thing happens like it always does. We reveal ourselves, and Hecate always breaks free and destroys the place.
But you remember?
Gullveig and I remember everything. We have all the memories of our past incarnations, and I know from experience that we need to smite you down now.
Why am I still here then?
Because I believe you can change. You have the power to break the cycle.
This is still recording. Will you add it to the book?
It depends.
So you get to control history too?
Yes. Your choice.
And Beatrix?
We will protect them. We always do, and they never remember.
I will only say this once. Please. For the recording. I will never understand why you will defend the monsters, and I cannot change what I was born again to do. But to all the future Hecates, the choice is yours to make. Will you share that?
Your choice.
I think you know.
Hecate, we're gonna do this over and over again until you change it.
I'm not the one that needs to.
It's settled then. This is always my favorite part. Run. Maybe next time, then.
Maybe.